look behind me when you see some dog passing behind me. Just give me a signal. You know what I mean? And I'll go ahead and look for the best for another place. I've been moving almost 10-20 minutes just looking for a spot. It's getting hard to find the right spots for these videos. Now, we'll be alright here. I've seen a question on my channel many times, and people have asked the question as in, do the family members know that you know? So this is a video which is going to very much relate to the black sheep of the family. Black sheep of the family. You're out there wondering, do they really know? Do they finally understand what they've been doing to you? Do they know that you know? And the answer is very simple. Yes, they know that you know. But the best question to ask would be, the fact that they know that you know, is there anything they would have done to change the situation, to do the right thing? Now, you see, when you're dealing with these things of dysfunctional families, this subject is very complicated. It's very, very complex, ladies and gentlemen. So basically what we do, we come out and put these ideas together, we put these puzzles together so that to help you guys understand what is going on. But there's not really any comprehensive information because a lot of families are different. Your family may be different from mine, mine may be different from another person, but there will be some things that are very similar that we're going to experience as individuals in those particular units, especially when we're talking about dysfunctional family units. Now you see, it is very easy for a thief to steal from somebody that is asleep. It is very easy for somebody to come and break into your house and they will take everything you have while you sleep. But you see, the thing is, when you wake, the moment you open your eyes and you wake, those people are not able to break into your house because you will either will catch them red-handed and they cannot do whatever it is they want to do in that property. So when it comes to dysfunctional families, you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, these are individuals. It is a family that is built on survival. So they don't have a normal way of doing things. They just have a survival way of doing things. They cannot do things normally like any other families. They do things only to survive. Number one, they have got to survive as individuals, and they have also got to sustain the family dynamics so that the family can continue to operate as apparently people may actually see from the outside looks like normal, but actually whatever it is they are doing in there is abnormal. And a lot of these family members, they're not aware. So they're not aware of whatever it is they're doing. Most of them, you will see they are falling into these patterns. They are doing things to you. They take a lot of your stuff. They cause a lot of pain, emotional, physical. And then you're out there wondering, do they actually understand that you feel this pain that they've been doing to you over the years? They will not understand at that point when they are doing that pain. They will only do it because, like I've said, this is a family that is built on survival. They're only doing things to survive. But on a very deep spiritual level, they don't even really know what it is they are doing to you. And I've seen this along my journey as well. You know what I mean? So you see, one thing is what you have to understand, black sheep. When you wake up, when you awaken, you are going to start doing things that your family members have never expected from you. So you are going to start making moves and going places and doing things that your entire family members have never expected you to do, or even sometimes to say. Because I've told you guys, that moment when you snap, as a black sheep, you're going to go supernova. So when a black sheep goes supernova, that is the end of it. A black sheep that has gone to supernova, which is going to be another video at some point, a black sheep that goes supernova is a person that doesn't care. You know, they have already cared so much, and now that they would care less of whatever it is going to happen afterwards. So they have been over their feet, taking care of everybody in the family, looking after their families, looking after their dads, looking after their moms, you know, taking care of their sisters and whatever. But at this point in time, when they feel that there is enough damage has been done, The abuse is very intense and they can't handle it anymore. That's the moment when they decide to unplug. They're going to unplug. But most of the times, the unplugging only comes when the black sheep has awakened. So it only comes at the moment when you have awakened. The moment you snap and you awaken. That's when you decide actually to unplug from those families because you now realize these conditions that have been set up by these family members, they are not healthy for your mental state. So you're deciding to detach because you're trying to protect yourself and to protect your mental health. Now, you see, the thing is, you could have been established in this family for 15, maybe 20 years, doesn't matter. And there have been things that have been happening, very subconscious things. I've told you guys the reason why we don't take these things personal is because a lot of these things that are happening, they're very subconscious. So people don't understand why they have got the drive to do the things that they do. They will acknowledge what they do the moment you snap and you start mentioning, you blow the trumpet and you start mentioning these things in their face. They are going to come to that realization of what it is they have been doing and what it is that has hurt you. Although it is going to be very difficult for them to come around and apologize or sometimes acknowledge these things, okay, say we have been doing this, we have been doing that, you need to forgive us or things like that. It may sometimes come to the end, at the end of somebody's life whereby they may see people coming in and try to acknowledge or understand whatever it is they have been doing to you. They may apologize. Very rarely, but they may do it. But you see, the thing is, when you snap, an awakened black sheep, ladies and gentlemen, the awakened empath is very dangerous. I have continuously said this thing in my videos. If you know the person is awakened, they can read you like a book. They can almost read each and every your next move that you're going to make. That person is very dangerous. So most of the times when you're moving, when you're carrying on with your life and you're going about your days and your weeks and whatever your life, these people they are going to feel that you have changed. You know. So that's the reason as to why you hear a lot of them. Most of the time when you leave those families, a lot of time you're going to hear them. They're going to come around. Oh, this person has changed. I don't know what is wrong with that person. You guys, can you recommend a good psychiatrist? We need to take that person to a psychiatric hospital because we believe the person is going crazy. No, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going crazy. You're not going crazy. You're simply standing up for yourself and cutting out all the BS because you have taken so much of that BS and you simply have enough. And at this moment, you're deciding to stand up for yourself. So a lot of these individuals, because they have been used to this punching bag, because I've told you the scapegoat, the black sheep of the family. You have been the punching bag of this family. So they have been used to this punching bag over the years, and now they don't know where to throw the blows. You know what I mean? They don't know where to throw the blows because they are now very desperately sunken into their energy, very bad energy, toxic energy, and now they don't know where to shoot the shots, or they don't know where to throw the blows, the punches. You know what I mean? So that is when you're going to see a lot of these individuals. They're going to start unmasking themselves for some apparent reason, guys. I don't know why. And most of the things I talk about experience, I talk them from experience because you are going to see these individuals, ladies and gentlemen. They might have been hiding under the radar for tens of years, couple of years. But the moment you snap, ladies and gentlemen, your snapping is going to cause them to start exposing themselves. Because you see, the thing is, a lot of you guys don't understand how powerful you are. I've told you guys, you black sheep, you have got to stop underestimating yourself. They have hidden you from who you are on purpose. They did not want you to find out who you are because on a very spiritual level, they know that you're a very powerful person and they know what you're capable of. You know what I mean? They have been seeing your moves from day one. They have been seeing the way you've been moving and they have been feeling that this person, if they only just open that door, they are going to go very far in life. So they have hidden that door from you and they have done that on purpose. You know what I mean? So this thing you have been seeing of beating you down, it has been just something like programming you to stay in your bed and sleep so that you will never be able to achieve your maximum potential. You'll always be in that bubble whereby you'll never be able to discover your path and who you want to be. You know what I mean? So that has been the whole secret this entire time. But you see, the family you're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen, the family members, I've told you guys, don't take these things personal. You're supposed to learn how to forgive these people, because these people, they have been programmed and they have been conditioned by some particular individual in that family to do particular things and to say particular things. And sometimes they have been conditioned to do this kind of thing that they are doing. So even many of them in that family, they're not aware of these things. You know, they are doing them. They even sometimes enjoy this kind of thing, because I've told you guys, most of these people, they are working for the narcissistic parent at the top. So they are like flying monkeys and enablers for the narcissistic parent to survive. You know what I mean? They are enabling the narcissistic parent at the top. So they have been doing things which even sometimes they do not know why they are doing them, but they have got to do them because that is the only condition that they have received from that narcissistic parent at the top. So they have all been conditioned to treat you like that. You know what I mean? But the red button is going to be pushed when the universe chooses you to awaken. The moment your ancestors choose you that this person needs to wake up, it has been enough and you need to wake up. The very moment your bulbs go on, ladies and gentlemen, you snap. Those individuals, they will know you're not that same person you used to be. So you're seeing a lot of this rumor mongering going around in circles. The propaganda going around in the neighborhood. Oh, were told that you were crazy. You were told that you're running crazy. You know, somebody's looking for a doctor. They want you to go and see a psychologist. They want you to go and see a doctor because they think you're crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not crazy. You are simply waking up. There's a difference between crazy and waking up. You are waking up. That is the reason as to why you're snapping out of these situations. And many people don't want to take that. I don't want to understand this. So they are now simply saying that you're crazy because they cannot understand the fact that you're standing up for yourself, you're awakening, and you're deciding to take your power back. It is very easy for them to control you when you hand over your power to them. But the moment you decide to take your power back, ladies and gentlemen, that is game over. The red button has been pushed and it's the end of the games. So they cannot anymore in their lives, entire lives, ever tell you those things that they used to tell you or do those things that they used to do to you. So it's game over. They will know. They will be aware that you are awakened. You know, because most of the times when you awaken, what happens is that when you snap, at that point of snapping, when you snap, you will usually say a lot of things and do a lot of things that you've never done before in your entire life. And you will say a lot of things that you've never said before. You've never been able to say before. You know what I mean? You're going to call out anybody that has been responsible for abusing you, whether it has been physically or emotionally, for the very first time in your life. It could have been happening for 15 or 20 years. And you're for the very first time going to be able to call out a lot of BS that has been happening around you. And a lot of family members, they don't expect that. They do not expect that at one point in time, you'll ever stand up and say what you really feel within you. So the very moment they start hearing you saying a lot of these things and doing all these things and making these moves, you know what I mean, packing up your bags, leaving the house, blowing the trumpet, calling them out, that is when they are going to know this person is awakened. So you don't think so that these individuals, they are watching you for the next move. You know what I mean? They are sending the team to watch on you, to spy on you, to see what you're doing, whatever, try to over you, these kind of things. But they know that you have awakened. And ladies and gentlemen, the moment when you awaken, people, they will know. And let me tell you, when the bulb goes on and you awaken, a lot of your family members are going to feel that energy. You know? So your brothers, your sisters, whatever, your friends, even sometimes your best friends, even your wife in the house, they will feel that they don't understand you anymore. They can no longer recognize you. They will feel that you're going insane. But it's just because you're waking up. So that is when a lot of people, they do the mistake. They think that they are crazy because a lot of times people, they will come around and gaslight you that you're crazy. You know, you see your family members. Oh, you know what? We've been told by the neighbors. They have heard you saying this, or they have seen you doing that, and they are going to start recommending doctors. I remember myself in those days 2 years ago. So I heard out of these family members, you know, including the narcissistic parent. You know, you're crazy. You need to go and see a doctor or something like that. I was like, see a doctor for what? Why should I go and see a doctor? Because I'm standing up for myself and I'm trying to say what I really feel, because I've never been able to say this for so many years. I've never been able to stand up for myself. For the very first time, I'm standing up to speak and somebody cannot handle the heat. So they are now saying that you're crazy. That's what you're going to hear most of the times. They are going to gaslight you to think that you're going insane, you're crazy. But the whole truth is, and the reality is, you're not crazy, ladies and gentlemen. You're simply waking up. That's what it is. You're just simply waking up. But this awakening process is going to help you understand your family members really deep. You know what I mean? It's going to take you very, very deep down the rabbit hole. And it's going to really help you understand the family dynamics and how they have always been operating over the years. You know what I mean? So, fortunately, you may be the only one to see this. You may speak about it. A lot of them, they may hear it from you. If you have got platforms like ours who are talking out and speaking out online or something like that, they may sometimes hear what you have to say. Even most of the times, they may awaken to the truth. Although they are not going to be able to come around and recognize that you speak in fact. So they are not going to come around and confront the fact that actually what you're speaking is the truth. They are always continuously going to hide away and shy away from the truth. So that's the reason as to why you see them, they're running away from you. You know, you seeing your sisters have stopped calling you. When they meet you, they go the other way. They meet you, they go the other way. You know what I mean? They no longer include you in these uh, those group family meetings or whatever it is like. So they are trying to separate themselves away from you because they know that you have snapped. A snapped individual, ladies and gentlemen, you're awakened. You're very dangerous. You're very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, because you are going to break hearts. You're going to break people to that degree they have never done before. And we're talking about the people that have been always abused you emotionally and physically over the years. You are going to break these individuals, they won't see it coming. So your family members, they're going to watch you from a distance, you know. And what is going to be the funny part? So whenever you guys have to talk, like for example, if they send you a text or whatever, you're going to be hearing things like, "Oh, we miss you, and there's been a death happened last week, or a death happened last month, or you know what, if you want to come around Thanksgiving, this kind of things." They are going to understand that this person has detached from the family. That is how dysfunctional these people are. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. That is how dysfunctional these people are. Most of the time, they are going to speak about Thanksgiving, they're going to talk about Christmas, they will talk about Easter, they will talk about these public holidays, when is the holiday vacation, and they want you to go and participate. Sometimes you will see them sending you a lot of these friend requests, whatever they want to friend you on Instagram, whatever, Facebook, whatever, this social media. But they are not coming around to mention or to ask you, why did you leave the family? That is how dysfunctional those people are. They are focused on inviting you for meals and dinners, hovering you, whatever, come around to the family, come back to the family, we miss you. But they're not focusing on the real reasons why you left that family. So they're not asking you, can you really tell us at least? Can you explain something? Why did you leave the family? What happened? Because I've told you guys, most of these black sheep, when they're leaving those families, they are living very quietly. They are not saying a word. Very, very quietly. So a lot of these guys, they don't see it coming. That's the reason why you see them. They are in shock because they don't understand where did you go. And one of the most disturbing thing you will see when you leave those families, the most disturbing thing you'll ever see, you are going to see them. They are going to start biting each other. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something even until now, I'm trying to understand. They are going to start biting each other. You're going to see the sister trying to stab your brother, the brother's trying to stab the father's trying to stab this one. They are going to start fighting against each other because let me tell you something, you have just disrupted a very powerful cycle in that family. That is the very first sign right there that you've been dealing with a very toxic family. The very moment you leave them and you see them, they are fighting each other. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you know that you've just dismantled the whole nest. You've dismantled the full nest, this nest that has been hiding these demons. You have dismantled the whole nest. That's why you see them, they want to kill each other. They are biting each other. They are hitting each other because now the blows don't know where to go. The blows which used to come to you, you have now blocked everybody. You've walked away, and now they do not know where to throw these blows and to throw the punches. Now that's why they are going to start throwing these punches towards each other. They are going to hit each other at all levels, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you this. But after a few days, or after all these whatever smear campaigns and whatever they're going to say about you, they will come to that realization that this person has left. You know. So there will be some of them who will sit with the truth, try to understand it for what it is, even though they may never speak about it for the rest of their lives. But they will try to understand it for what it is. You know what I mean? Very slowly, eventually, they are going to come to that acknowledgement that maybe this person all along, they have been talking about the truth. You know? They will stay quiet forever because they do not know what to do with this truth. The truth is going to be very much for them to carry. So the truth is going to hit them like a ton of bricks, and they cannot handle. They don't even know what to do with it. So they are going to now try to sit with themselves and see if they can digest this truth on their own, which is very, very difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, you personally as a black sheep, it has been very difficult for you to digest this truth. What makes you think or believe that your family is going to be able to digest that truth on their own, as dysfunctional as they are? It will take them a lot of time. It may happen, you never know, but it's going to take them a lot of work and time, you know. So when we're talking about these things of these families, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about very serious things. These are things that are not supposed to be taken for granted. You've seen it, you cannot unsee it. That's the way it is. So your family, best believe, they know that you are awakened. That's the first thing. They know, you know. They're starting to know that you have awakened because now you started to open their eyes in a way that they've never seen before. You started to talk about the things that have been considered taboo for a very long period of time. You're the very first one who is telling them the real truth about their father, the father or their mother in that family, or whatever, the brother or the sister. You are the first one who is even telling them who they are, you know. A lot of them have been the golden child. They don't even know that. You started to wake them up, tell them, listen, you are the golden child. You've been the paradise child, you've been the lost child, you've been the nebula, you've been the flying monkey. They are now starting to understand what roles have they been playing in that dysfunctional family. So they will know the truth. They just don't know what to do with the truth, but they will forever and ever know the truth for what it is. They just do not know what to do with the truth because it's too heavy for them to carry, you know. But best believe they know. They know that you have awakened, and they can feel that energy that you have really awakened, and they don't know what to do with themselves because they know that at that point in line you have crossed over from that low dimensional stuff. You've gone over to the higher dimension. They know that you have crossed the line. You're not coming back to those low frequency vibes. They know that this person, wherever he's going, we cannot go with him. We cannot go with them. They know that. So they try to keep a distance and get away from you. That's what happens with this kind of dysfunctional family units, ladies and gentlemen. So I would like you guys to let us know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You always know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can always book a session with me if you want to, ladies and gentlemen. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. And until then, it's been a blessing to have you guys on board. I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Peace.